Good evening, everyone. We are waiting for our Mile2 partner to join. Once when he joins, we'll just start with the session. For the reference of those who are new to TIFAC-CORE in cybersecurity, we have just posted the details about our existing partner in the chat box. You can just have a look at it whenever you find some time. The existing certification partners. So today's event will be on the grand launch of our upcoming new cybersecurity certification partner, Mile2. Participants, if you have any questions, queries in between, you can just post it in the chat box. Dear all, we recommend the participants to be on mute till questionnaire session, right? If you have any questions, queries, you can post in the chat box, or else you can be in mute for the smoother functioning of the event. Hello. Hello.
Ashok, Ashok, we are starting now.
Yes, sir. We are starting now, sir. So, good evening to everyone. We welcome you all for the AMRITA-MILE2 Academia Partnership, the grand launch. So, the agenda for the day we'll be having an introduction about our center, and then we'll be having our center head, Dr. M. Sedumadhavan, who will be giving us insights on what all the certification partners we had and we have, and what all the scope for these certifications in cyberspace. We have our guest from Mile2, who's the head of Mile2 for all whole of Southeast Asia, Sri Arindam Pal. And we'll start with an introduction about our center. So way back in 2017, we started with partnering with EC Council because there's a greater demand for cybersecurity certification. That's how we started. And then we have many other partners like CompTIA, Skilda, and now we are just tying up with Mile2. So from 2017, we have been partners for EC Council, and quite a good number of our students and alumni have got benefited based upon their certifications. So later in 2020, we just started with CompTIA, CompTIA certifications. So those who are new, hopefully most of us from Amrita. So this is open for all Amrita students, irrespective of the campuses. So those who are new to Amrita, those who know, those who have just heard about TIFAC-CORE, hearing TIFAC-CORE for the first time. So we are TIFAC-CORE in cybersecurity, just research center, started in 2006 with our first MTech program. That was the initiative of our former president, Abdul Kalam Sir's Vision 2020. And what we do here, train the students by experts. We have a combined courseware, which is for, we had MTech in cybersecurity and we have BTech in cybersecurity also. Why Amrita? We have quite a good number of reasons. So because this course is open only for Amrita students, Amritians. So most of our Amrita students know about why Amrita and specifically why Amrita TIFAC Cyber. These are our research areas. And then we have something on our alumni, because alumni have a strong hold of our placement. Specifically, the certification partners, we just tie up mostly for placement support. We have quite a good number of alumni working on core cybersecurity companies for our placement support. And then we have interesting statistics on the placement, which is been given like 100% or 99.x% on the placement step. So why we go for this certification is like we had a demand saying that, okay, corresponding to our normal traditional subject courses, they want something additional. It's not mandated to have a certification, but it's going to be an added value. So then we just hooked on around the job roles. The job role says, okay, you need to know about this tool technique. It's recommended to have any of these certifications. So that's how we started with our industry partners like EC Council, CompTIA, and on. So we found more potential with Mile2 because after this lockdown, we are habituated to work from home. Students are also studying from home. We found a series of fully recorded self-study videos that might be of use for students. Learn at your own pace and go for an international certification. So that's the ultimate purpose of tying up with Mile2. Oh, let's skip up some of the slides. These are the placement statistics and So this is a short intro about TIFAC-CORE in cybersecurity. Those who are new to TIFAC-CORE in cybersecurity. Now I welcome our center head, Dr. M. Sethumadhavan, to just give a few words about us and our partners. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good evening to all. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You're audible and you're visible, sir.
Okay. It's good that we are getting another partner, MILE2, and from today onwards. And initially, I was a little bit curious to know what is this MILE2? Why the name MILE2? Then I dig their website and understand this very good word that if someone forces you to go 1 mile, go with them in 2 miles. So that is like go to extra mile. This is exactly what I feel that this certification will help. We will help the students to first mile and second mile. You can go with mile 2, so that you will get an opportunity to perform. So that way, this certification program, I'm sure it will be helpful to all the students. See, if you look at cybersecurity, the cybersecurity is basically protecting the data either in the rest or transit or in use now also. That is also very important, any of these three. And you look at that every day some new threats or new vulnerabilities appearing, and there is also a need for updating your skill. You look at software industry, daily they have to update a new patch or introduce a new patch. Anyway, a patch will generate a new vulnerability again, patch again vulnerability. If you look at all the cyber security issues, whether any cryptanalysis or cryptography or anything, you can see that this fighting is going on between this a good user and a bad user. And the cyber criminals, and also you can see that wherever there is the money, the cyber criminals will be there. So I feel that the cyber security, not I feel, everybody know that cyber security is very important both in civilian as well as in defense sector. See, we at Amrita, as everybody know, understood the importance of this cyber security and bringing to the curriculum in the university the way ahead when nobody thought about in India itself. So you may remember in 2000, you may know that 2006, we were the first university in India starting a dedicated program MTech in cybersecurity. 2006, our first batch started. And from that year onwards, we are continuously taking students for MTech in cybersecurity. And last year, we started BTech, computer science engineering with specialization cybersecurity in our Chennai campus, and this year in our Etimade campus also. And in between, we have done a lot of government projects. We help the government and industry for executing some of the projects, some of the developing the tools, and all those things. And we are continuing that way still today. And we have good faculty members, good students working in the area. But always some additional information will be helpful to the students. So we encourage these type of certifications, and these type of fully recorded videos by experts, different from universities, who are real practitioners with a concessional rate, will be always helpful to the students. It will be difficult for some of you students to get SAN certification, SANs like top certifications, because it is costly and sometimes it will not be easy also. So these certifications will help you to have a higher level certification, and for your future also in this career. Basically, it will create an opportunity to perform this. So I congratulate the faculty members and students for joining the event, and start using the certification and build up your career. So thank you. Thank you for MILE2 is coming up with joining with us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful intro. Now the dice is up to Arindam Palji. He can just enlighten us with what is mile 2 and why we need to go for that and all other interesting facts about mile 2.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Ashok sir. Thank you so much, sir. And first of all, it is a really, really great opportunity for us to work with Amrita University. So thanks all the respective guys who have given us permission to go ahead and work with Amrita University. And thank you for the warm welcome once again. So, guys, very good evening to all of you. My name is Arindam Paul. I am the Southeast Asia head for Mile 2. I'll just go ahead with Mile 2. Let me just share my screen first.
Yes, sir. You can share your screen.
Is my screen visible, Ashok sir?
Not it, sir. Other organizing team members can also respond, like if you are able to see the screen. It's not visible. No.
Not yet, sir.
Yeah. No, sir. Like, hope you are able to see the top, right? That is
Yes,
active, right?
yes. The problem is now, actually I'm using Apple Mac machine.
Okay.
So there is some problem sometimes with Apple. They generally don't give permission. So just a
All right,
second.
sure.
Huh? Okay, so Ashok sir, without wasting any further time, actually, there is some denied of access. I messaged you on that now because sometimes Apple not used to give me the access. So is it possible that, if I can guide you, can you please share your page and open mile2.com and I can, just guide you and we can go ahead with the session.
That sounds good, sir. Maybe I hope
Yes.
you are able to see the screen, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Fine, sir. Yeah.
Okay, guys. So this is our website, Mile2. Now, let me tell you, Mile2 is basically a US-based cybersecurity training and certification body. They are working since 2008 worldwide, and we are currently having a presence in 67 countries. Now, this is our website address. You guys can see. Just go down. So this is our corporate office. You guys can see. Okay. And from this corporate office, we are currently managing in 67 countries where Mile2 is having a presence. It seems so. It is like whatever certification that you will do through Mile2, this certification will going to valid all the major countries. I mean, all the 67 countries. So that's the validity that Mile2 is giving to you guys. Now, wherever we have presence, let me show you our presence. So just go to partner link and click on ATC search. So guys, this is all our worldwide presence, right? So if any student, if they do their courses from here or anywhere from the world, right, it is possible, right? Why? Because the Mile2 is having a presence in all the 67 countries, and there are a lot of students coming to us who used to do a part of study from India and part of study from outside of India. So they used to prefer US, UK, Canada, right, for the higher studies in cyber security. But now in India, there are a lot of opportunity. So a lot of, and these courses are now available in India. So a lot of students is now even, there in India is studying for the higher level program also. Now, the best part of Mile2 is just now, Sir said that Mile2 is having an opportunity, right, to give you a knowledge in each and every domain of cybersecurity, and it is only possible with Mile2. The reason behind that, whenever we talk about this word called cyber security, right? I entered in this domain in 2013, and today is 2021. Let me tell you honestly, since 2013 to 2016, I was only aware about that cybersecurity means ethical hacking. So my knowledge was very, very, very limited in terms of this field. Okay. But when I actually associated with this company, right, and when the almost there is 3 years I'm associated with this company, and when I'm actually going through the each and every platform, or when my ATC is providing partners are providing training in each and every domain, and then I'll come to know that this is in such a big domain. So ethical hacking is just a part of it. It is hardly a 2% or 3% of entire cybersecurity world. So let me tell you, friends, we are having 54 certification in 11 different domain of cybersecurity. Now, let me tell you, there are 11 different domain is there currently in cybersecurity. It's not like that each and every student has to go for only ethical hacking. No, if a student wants to go for a cloud, right? Now there are a lot of students coming to us for cloud. Okay, and when this pandemic started since 2020 March to till now, a lot of companies have now still operating, like 50% of their employee is still operating from the home, and they are reporting to their day-to-day work, or they're sharing their files through virtual media. Now this media, now they're sharing the data, so they have to ensure that whatever medium that they are following, or whatever they're working, that medium has to be safe. And that is why we even have a certification in virtualization and cloud security, which is absolutely a very niche domain and a very new domain. So if I'll tell you the 11 domains that we have, so we are having just go up, Ashok sir. Yeah. So this is the very basic domain, but now counted from this. So we have information system security officer. We have even a certification in healthcare. Even there is no demand in India currently, because still all the healthcare division that is there in India, it operating through manpower services only. But in outside of India, there are a lot of countries that are following robotics operation. Okay. So that's why we have even a security certification in healthcare. We have a certification in risk manager, which is an absolutely niche and new domain. Okay. Incident handler, this is a very well-known domain. A lot of incident is happening nowadays in India also. Okay. Then we have a cyber forensic. Now, cyber forensic, I would like to take 2 minutes more on cyber forensic. Now, cyber forensic is the domain wherein there are three different part of forensic, and generally people are not aware about that digital forensic is absolutely separate, network forensic is absolutely separate, and the security analyst is absolutely separate. Now digital forensic, each and every city nowadays, all major city, and even in the all the major district, is having a cyber cell, cyber police. Okay, where you guys have to go and report if there is any digital fraud happening with you. For example, maybe someone has hacked your Facebook account or Insta account, or some while doing the transaction, some amount knowingly or unknowingly it has been debited from your account. Okay, so these kind of a digital frauds you have to go and report to the cyber police. Okay, so whenever we will do a detailed seminar and webinar or a workshop with you, we'll come to come with you with a detailed thing in each and every domain, because today is the very short time that we have, so it is not possible to talk about an each and every domain. But whenever we'll do a detailed webinar with you guys, we'll share all the real time event which is happening on a day-to-day basis. Like for example, credit card fraud, which is very common now, and each and every where there is a credit card fraud, which is a new digital fraud coming up, and every day there is a message that 30,000, 40,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh amount has been debited from someone's credit card account, right? And they're even not aware about it. So whenever there is a digital fraud, you have to go and report to the cyber police, and in that case, the digital forensic is absolutely required. So the cyber police guy has to aware about the digital forensic so that they can resolve these cases. Okay, network forensic is basically for the corporate and level, and security analysis. Or this is the ultimate level in forensic, and which is using for the corporate level. The red team and purple team is working for that. Now we have even courses in disaster recovery, which is very niche. I think in a lot of movies you guys have seen that where there is no possibility to get the data, right? This disaster recovery guy is actually come into a place and they recover the data from that place. Okay. Now in India, the major domain that currently we are focusing, which is prevention. Now let me tell you, I said just now that I have entered in this domain in 2013 and 14. And that time when I used to visit corporates, okay, there's each and every corporate said that time, no, we are absolutely secure. There are no digital fraud. Nothing has happened with us yet. Okay, but now if you go to any company, because I am also doing consulting for the corporate. My company is doing the consulting for the corporate. So none of the company nowadays said that yes, I am secure. And I'm not talking about company. So company is one part. Even each and every individual is now having a fear that any day can happen in any a digital fraud with them. Anyone. So no one is nowadays is said, okay, no, I'm absolutely secure, or whatever device I'm using securely, and no digital fraud will going to happen with me. So either it is a company or it is an individual, right? So with each and every one, there is a problem of threat, okay, in terms of the data loss or in terms of the monetary loss, okay. So prevention is the real prevention is the terms nowadays, which is each and everyone is following, or each and every one is thinking, either he's an individual or he's a company or even the government organization. They're thinking for the prevention, so how they can save their data from these kind of frauds, whatever hacking has been going on. Now after that, we have even certification in cyber threat analyst. So this is actually the one step ahead. Okay, so the threat analyst guy can actually scan a system of any particular company or any particular individual, and can take and can submit a report that these will be the upcoming threats down the line for next 15 days, 20 days, or a month. Okay, it's possible nowadays. So there will be a one step ahead now. We have even a certification in secure application developer. We all know that we all are using nowadays smart devices. Okay, there was no that Nokia phones and all are gone now. So there is all smartphone now, and there are a lot of companies. So we are only using smartphones now. Smartphones, smart tablets, laptops, right? All are smart. Okay, so and our phone nowadays, maybe we are not using phone for actually for the talking purpose, right? We are using phone because we would like to use the application that our services that our phone company is giving. So each and everything is now app based. Either you want to buy governments, or you want to buy any electronic device, or you want to buy even your vegetables or daily grocery, right? The people are using the app. Now there are different app for a different services, and each and every month there is some launch of a new app, right? So, and even our daily food and everything now is on app. Now, let me tell you one thing. All apps that we are using, all apps, all, including the apps that Google has made, all apps, is none of the app is really secure. If you go and find out in Google or in YouTube that are particular, like for example, if you just type that a digital fraud on Paytm or a digital fraud on PhonePe or digital fraud on Zomato or digital fraud on Amazon or eBay or whatever, you just write, you will see the number of videos, because each and every app is not securely developed. This concept is recently developed in Indian market. And again, I said, when I entered in this industry, when I used to visit all the software companies, that, whatever app you guys are, making, these apps are not secure. They said that, no, we are absolutely, whatever apps we are designing is all apps is absolutely secure, or website, whatever designing is absolutely secure. But let me tell you, nowadays, each and every major organization, TCS, PCS, Infosys, HCL, right, Cognizant, these all major companies is now thinking to develop secure website or a secure application before launching, so that they can at least promise to their customers that whatever transaction that you are going to do through my app, you will be safe, right? And this is the concept that is I suddenly generated, and there is a demand also in this domain. Okay, and especially for those guys, those really want to be there in the application development or a web development field. And as I said, we have a content in cloud security, because when this pandemic started, this domain is really now in hype into the market. And we have certification in the information security audit. Now, each and according to the RBI rules, each and every bank or a financial organization, right, has to do quarterly security audit and submit to RBI if they want to go ahead with the existing license, right? So that is why these things is become is more in demand. Because why it is required in the financial transactions? Because mostly the digital fraud right happening, right? So bank has to do a proper audit to ensure that whatever customer they have or whatever transaction they're doing on behalf of their customer, it is absolutely safe. And we have some elective subjects. These all are for very high level program. Either you talk about a PowerShell hacker, or you talk about a lead auditor implementer, or talk. This is the very latest topic, which is red versus blue, which is the absolutely upcoming topic, because each and every country is now thinking for a cyber warfare, not the regular war which is happening. Okay, so these are the things that we have. Now, Ashok sir, if you can just quickly go to about mile 2. Not this, sir, about mile 2, last one. So, why mile 2 certification is important, or why mile 2 certification is more valuable? This is basically the reason. No, Ashok sir, you have to go to about mile 2 and accreditation. Yes. So these are the major. That's it. That's it. So these are the major organization who has accredited mile 2 certification. And in your sample certificate, you will have this logo in your certificate. I'll show you, send you a sample certificate to Ashok sir. You'll open it. So these certification like is accredited by CNSS. CNSS is the Committee on National Security System. Let me tell you, Committee on National Security System is based out of US. This body is working only on IT security policy. That's it. So they are designing the IT security policy, and countries are following those policies. Now in India, CNSS is the body who is working in all the IT domain. Okay, and CNSS follow the NASCOM is following the CNSS policy. Now, NICCS is National Initiative of Cybersecurity Careers and Studies. This is the body who develop the content, like what content we will going to teach, what is the market demand, what is the market requirement, what happened today new in the hacking world, how we have to generate and develop those topics, those content into a topic, right? So this is the pure job of a NICC. So this is a body who develop or who actually suggest a player like us, Mile2, or even the other players having there in the market, right? TC Council, SANS, right? That you have to develop your curriculum that way, and we have to follow this. If it is up to us that we'll follow or not, but if we'll follow, we will follow the industry standard, because the NICC is talking about the industry standard. NIST, National Institute of Standard and Technology, is again also a body, right, who is talking about the cybersecurity certifications. So we follow the curriculum of NIST also, and FBI. I hope you all know FBI. Okay. I'll just send one more thing. Ashok sir, I have sent you a file. Just open it, and I'm sending one more. So just open both the.
Okay, sir.
I've sent you two files. Can you open that? Okay. So as I said, that our certification is approved by FBI. Okay. So if you guys can see that FBI created a cyber background chart. Okay. When FBI talk about that, if a person wants to work under FBI protocol, he has to clear these certifications. Not all this, but it is based on the domain that they want to work. So FBI created a certification chart in three different layers: tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. So tier 1 means the most important certification, right? So in the tier 1 list, if you guys can see the first 7 certifications, right? See the first 7 certification, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? These are the 7 certification is from Mile2. And even all other Cisco, AC Council, all are way behind. Okay. So that is the plus point, that whenever FBI, a organization like FBI, talks about cybersecurity, right? It talks about ours. And Ashok, please open that sample certificate.
Okay, sir.
So guys, this is the sample certificate. Just to share these things, that all the accreditation or all the organization who has accredited our certification, their logo will be there in your certificate. So whenever you will get a certificate from us, right, these logos will be there in your certification, and that is going to create a value worldwide, not only India, worldwide. So whenever we talk about Mile2, we have to talk about a worldwide presence. So we'll get a worldwide accreditation in your certification, and that kind of a value will actually going to give you. Okay. Now, sir, please go back to the website. Mile2 website. Right. So just go to about Mile2 and come to instructor. Okay, guys, So once again, sir. So guys, as I just said, key that we are having a depth in terms of our content. Okay, we are having 11 different domains, and we followed all the domains in which is there presented in the cybersecurity nowadays. Now, why this has been possible? Because of this. Now you guys can see these all are the guys who has developed our content, right? Yes, definitely with the instruction of NICCS and NIST, but these are the guys. Each and every guy, if you guys can see, they all have 20 years of experience and done 10, 12 certification. And the best part of it, since 20 years, they're working in this domain. That means 20 years means it is almost since 2000, they're working in this particular domain. Okay. 2000 or 2001, when this, domain just started, this cybersecurity after this 9/11 attack. Now, and each and every guy you guys can see. And now just wait 1 second, sir. Now this guy, Kevin Henry, you can see he is the course content writer. And all the famous book or all the famous cybersecurity certification is written by him. And that is why in all of our content, we are using the CISSP or ISSCP or CISA curriculum. Why? Because of this guy, because he is our guy. So that's the kind of, strength that we have. So when this kind of a guy, 20 years or a 25 years experience guy, has written or developed the curriculum, you can understand that what level they have thought, and that is why in each and every domain we actually entered into a depth of a content. Okay, so this is the thing. Now, sir, last thing, which is the customer, our customer. So this is, these are the following company worldwide who is doing, those are doing our certification. And those are our worldwide customers. Okay. If you guys can see the major two organizations, US Air Force and US Army, right? We're providing certifications to them and all other companies. But these all are worldwide companies. They have their operations. Few of the companies are having their operation in India also, like Symantec, L3, right? If you guys can see, then KPMG, Revenue, Standard Chartered, AT&T, Hyundai, General Motors. So these all are organizations in a worldwide level. They have accepted our certification and they're doing our certification. So that's the thing from my side about Mile2. But whenever we'll do our next awareness workshop with you guys, I'll go into more of a detail. And mainly not about Mile2. I'll talk whatever content that we have just shown. Like for example, we have shown you CPT or CPTC, right? But what you will going to go ahead with CPT? Okay, what is bugs? How you will identify that there's this particular system having a bugs or a malware, okay, or a Trojan, okay? How you will find out that? So we'll show you the real time demonstration, and we'll give you the knowledge regarding that. So that way we'll follow that. And once again, I'm extremely sorry I got late a bit, and there's some problem I was facing while presenting through my system. Next time I'll take care of that. Thank you so much, guys. If you guys have any question, please ask me. I'll hand it over to Ashok, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot for your intro about the whole of Mile2 family. Yes. So I just want to add something to Arindam sir's intro. So I'm just projecting you the dashboard which is available here, maybe for this course, certified pen testing engineer. So whenever you just get into Mile2 with a kit will have a courseware which is going to have an ebook, like flipbook sort of stuff, completely available online for a year. And the added advantage, as we started with this, like it's going to be the video lectures. The experts, those who have been addressed by SAR, they have the video lectures recorded that's available in our dashboard. Other than this, we'll be having our exam preparation and exam vouchers. Out of the box, we have our virtual labs. Maybe it's going to be an add-on for this. So any advanced level courses we are taking, we'll be having virtual labs for you to practice n number of times and then get a hands-on on that. So with respect to the price factor, maybe whichever is given in MILE2 website is going to be US-based price factor. Again, there's a discounted price for Indian scenario, and we have even more discounted price for AMRITIANS, specifically academia partners. So maybe we'll just share you the link in the chat box. If I'm not wrong, it's already shared, registration form. So those who are interested, you can just check with the registration form. It's typically a beginner level willingness form, which is given to you specifically for AMRITIANS. And based upon the willingness given, we'll just let you know the individual courses details, how to register and how to start. So as we recommended, it's going to be like a fully recorded, completely online self-study, do it at your own course. But on special request, if there are batches available in bulk, like asking for a instructor-led course, we are very happy, open to offer. Because I am the instructor for specifically CDFE, Digital Forensic and Network Forensic courses at MILE2. So that's how I got, because I'm an instructor for other certification courses also, all our other partners. So based upon that only, I just got about MILE2, and then we just referred it to Amrita also. Right? So the registration form is available in the chat box. So any participants have any questions, queries regarding the technical stuff or anything related to our certification partners, we are happy to answer. Yeah, someone have raised their hand. Just a minute. Yeah, Mr. Siddharth, yes.
So there are two things I would like to ask, sir. First one is about the pricing. Second thing is about, sir, if we already have other certifications like maybe CISSP or maybe OSCP or OSWE or equivalent certifications, or even the other certifications, why would we prefer for MILES2? What is something different about MILES2?
Okay, it's a good question. Like maybe I'll just give you an example from our scenario. If you have already completed a BTech, why to go for an sorry, if you already completed a PhD, why to go for a BTech and MTech? Because OSCP sort of certification are just going to be on the top level of certification hierarchy, right? So if you're already an OSCP certified, you don't want to much worry about this. But if you still feel like, hey, I want to have a red team and blue team experience, I want to have a healthcare experience, you can just bounce back to our sites. Because we are offering this for AMRITIANS, those who are starting from first year, still BTechs, MTechs, irrespective of the major which they are, right? So that's how we just introducing it. If you want any advanced level certification, we'll let you know what are the things that may be equivalent to OSCP or that, which you can find on our dashboard.
Ashok sir.
Yes, sir.
I would actually like to answer this question. If you can just quickly go to MILE2 site. I think
I'm on your site, sir. I'm on your website.
You're on my website.
I was going through your certifications. I was.
Okay.
That's why I
just go to the instructor slides, and you can see that CISSP is written by Kevin Henry, and Kevin Henry is our guy, and that is why I just said that all the curriculum, it has been written by Kevin Henry, all the major certification, right? CISA, CISM, CRISC, CISSP, all curriculums is there in MILE2 certificate with all the accreditation, which is even CISSP is not having. CISSP don't have the accreditations of NICCS or NIST or FBI. And if you just go to the FBI preferred chart, right, you can see the position of CISSP. So now you have to decide
my only point is
with the OEM or should you go ahead with the third party vendor? Yes, go ahead.
No, I just had a question that why would we prefer this when we already have certification for the same thing? Or is it like what is different in this? Is it the course material that we get?
Yes,
or is it the
is very different? Now CISSP is talking about only the policy part, right? Wherein CSS is not the ultimate level. So if you go ahead with the level of our audit, you will actually understand that CSSP is just a part of it. The way I said that when I entered in this industry, I thought of that ethical hacking is the start and ethical hacking is the end. But it was just 2% or 3% of entire cybersecurity world. So CISSP is hardly the 20 or 25% of the security audit domain. So once you enter into, say, the domain, you can even go ahead with lead auditor, lead implementer, even you can go as an chief information system security auditor, or maybe a system security manager, which CISSP will not give you that advantage, or that content will not give you that advantage. You can check the technical part.
Sir, and second thing, sir. So, what will be the pricing and what will be given? All the things will be given other than just the course material and the labs.
We will give you course material, we'll give you labs, we'll give you all the original videos that has been developed by Mile2 US. We'll give you the test preparation. Why we are giving test preparation? We're the only company giving test preparation because these all are costliest exams. So we actually feel the participant should sit for a demo test before setting to the live exams. And finally, we will give you the exam. So everything will give you under one kit.
Yes, sir. And could we share the pricing list if it's possible?
Pricing, sir, I think.
Okay, sir. Yeah, I go pricing things we have just narrowed down from our end, but we are just in a verge of just checking with the GST calculation because you'll be paying directly to the university with the GST included. So that have to be sorted out in a 1 or 2 days. Just when you just fill the willingness form, our individual representatives will just call you regarding the final price. So within a week or so, pricing will be updated in our registration form also. The registration form which is given in the chat box, right? So that the tiny URL which is given there. So in that also you'll be able to see the pricing shortly. Fine.
Maybe some kind of like tentative, like what we can expect. What kind of pricing will we expect?
I can just promise you on like maybe what all the other certification partners who we have here on the dashboard. So this should be even more less than the current certification which we are offering. That's what one of the major reason we just hooked in for Mile2. Because we can see it in our partners page, which is in the chat box. So we have all other certification partners. This should be much maybe even lesser than the existing certification price. Because I won't be able to give a commitment on the numbers without getting a confirmation from management side, right? So, but it will be available in a couple of days. You can fill the willingness form and we'll just let you know. Fine. Any other questions, queries before we wind off?
What is the deadline for the form?
Yes, no, it doesn't have a deadline. It's year around. Whenever an Amritian wants to do a certification, any of the certification, they can fill the willingness form. The willingness cum registration form.
I had a question. So we have certifications like Security Plus, right? Is there any equivalent Mile2 certification to that for beginners?
Yes.
Can you say something about that or give us the name of that?
Yes. Ashok sir.
Sir, I'm just navigating to the roadmap.
PSP.
Yes, sir. So, fine. Yeah.
So this is the course that we have, sir. PSP.
So certified, yes, sir. Security principles.
Security principles. Yes.
Beginner level.
Beginner level.
So to throw limelight to the question that was asked, right? Maybe there is like 100 level certification, which is the beginner level, like basic hardware, basic networking, basic operating system. Then we have some intermediate level courses, 200 level courses that is called security principles for so beginners. And already someone knows something about cybersecurity, they can start with vulnerability assessor. That's going to be the two major 200 level certifications. Certified security principles and certified vulnerability assessor. Then you can jump on to individual domains, being an ethical hacker, pen tester, or else you want to go for information security auditor, you can go. So this is the hierarchy, like 100, 200, 300, 350, and 400 level courses. So as you ask, equivalent to ethical hacking, there will be certified professional ethical hacker. Equivalent to pen testing, you will be having a couple of pen testing courses. Pen testing engineer and pen testing consultant, that is 350 and 400 level courses. And the ultimate course which was added newly is going to be like CCSA, cybersecurity analyst, and secure web application engineer. These two are core for if some master grads ask me to recommend this. I already know all about cybersecurity. I just want to do something additional. You can very well start with 400 level CCSA and CSWAE.
So just wanted to know, since I've not heard of Mile2 much. So like Cisco has many certifications, but CCNA is the like topmost certification and entry level certification they offer, right? Like when I say topmost, most prevalent or most people try to get that. Which is
the most craziest certificate, right? The most commonly taken.
Most commonly taken. So among these, which one is a Mile2? Which one is that? And which is the one which is like most recognized or most heard of? Most
CPT, Certified Penetration Testing Engineer.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, fine. See any other questions, queries from participants before we wind up? you have any questions offline also, we have just a minute. Let me check with the team. We have a Telegram group that's active to address all your questions and queries. Just a minute. Let me just take it and put it in the chat box. So I'm just putting it in the chat box, like the Telegram group, the Telegram channel that's available. So we have a pool of instructors, managers, those who are managing this academia here to just answer all your queries. So any further questions, queries in any future, you can just ping back, bounce back to us on the Telegram channel. Fine. So, so we recommend to unmute others. Sorry, we recommend you to mute. Someone have just unmuted. Yeah. So that's it from our side. We thank Amrita management, and we thank MILE2 also for just giving us an opportunity to be a part of this inaugural function. Yes. Fine. Yeah. So we are at the end of this AMRITA-MILE2 Academia partnership. So thank you all for being a part of this inaugural event. And this is just the beginning. So, and this is the privilege that's available for only Amritians. I just want to put a highlight on this because I hope majority of them, those who are attending here, are Amritians. So Amrita students from any campus can just avail this partnership benefits for this certification courses. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
Thank you all the respective.
Thank you, Arindamji, and thank you, Dr. Sethumadhavan, sir, for just being a guest for the event and just.